If there is one thing to know about me, it's that I am a massive, massive fan of cosmetics in video games, right? Like, I will actively go out of my way as much as humanly possible to get as many cosmetics options for my characters as possible if need be. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's not necessarily cosmetics that like are too like my favorite or even necessarily all that fitting, I'll probably at least try and get it if I really, really want it. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to games like this, like just a fan servicey racing spin-off title and stuff like that, I kind of figured something like cosmetics were more of an eventual or an inevitable shoo-in. You know what I'm saying, right? I made a video pretty recently talking about Sparking Zero and how I feel like that game needs a major cosmetics overhaul because they made like an entire system dedicated to the cosmetics that we could probably utilize in that game, and we figured, oh, okay, well, we'll probably get a bunch of different cosmetics down the line, and they never touched upon that at all. We didn't get any major cosmetics in regards to any of the characters other than like a couple of specific characters like Goku getting like, beat up gi options or like different gis from Z to Super to whatever else. And then obviously Vegeta, his different Saiyan armors throughout the years. Bardock, his like more modern armor versus his like introduction armor to the series and stuff like that. And that's cool and dandy and all, but I felt like that game was severely lacking because for an online fighter, a game that we're going to spend a lot of time going online and playing with, I think it made a lot more sense to have cosmetics in a situation like that. And I hate to put it this way, but as much as I love Sonic Racing Crossworlds, I feel like we're looking at a very similar situation here in which we don't have a lot of cosmetic options for whatever reason, right? And I feel like that's a damn shame because why? why do we not have cosmetics for a series that is notorious for having a ton of cosmetics, right? And I think my biggest problem with this is because this all stems from the fact that pretty much every other, like, mobile title, for whatever reason, has access to proper cosmetics and stuff for these characters. And it is absurd to me that all of these characters have all of these fits in these mobile games like Sonic Rumble and Sonic... Is it Forces or something? Is it still called Forces, like the mobile version? Weird that they did that, but either way, those games have cosmetics for characters, and yet Crossworlds doesn't. Like, I feel like a lot of these games or a lot of these companies don't really understand how much we are willing to like spend on cosmetics, and that's what sucks because that's what like games like the major live service games like Fortnite, like Rivals, like Overwatch have been taking advantage of for years. You know what I'm saying? Like, we will shell out a buck or two for the right cosmetics to play or to utilize our characters with. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm under the impression that we need a major cosmetics update, right? Honestly, like, I would love a situation in which if you introduce something in Sonic Rumble, it should be equally as introduced in Crossworlds at some point in the future. You know what I'm saying? Because it is ridiculous. It is ridiculous how many cosmetics that game has for those characters. And Crossworlds has absolutely nothing. What do you mean I can't dress up Sonic like the Monster Hunter like I did in Frontiers? Are we missing the assets all of a sudden? What? That wasn't a problem with Sonic X Shadow Generations or probably any of the other stages that you utilize when developing these tracks. What's going on? Y'all are good with Capcom. Get the buck. Give them another buck. Give us the Monster Hunter fit for Sonic. You know what I'm saying? Now, I have a solid list here of examples that I would like to see. A lot of them are specifically for Sonic, but it's just to get an idea across, right? Because there's so many. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, the Riders fits. And this goes for Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, Shadow, Rouge, Eggman, Cream, Metal, Silver, Blaze. They all have Sonic Riders outfits. From whether it's from Riders or Zero Gravity, they have outfits. Why are we not utilizing those? especially in a game that finally brought back Extreme Gear and the Babylon Rogues. What is going on with that? I don't understand. That was like one of the things I was hoping to look forward to most, because, did I say that correctly? I was looking forward to the most, right? Because, like, don't get me wrong, like, you know, the characters have fine designs and stuff like that, but I feel like, maybe this is just a me thing, I feel like Sonic riding on Extreme Gear without his gear on is awkward as hell. Like, without his goggles and without those sick-ass shoes. Like, it feels really kind of out of place to me, you know? And it looks awkward when he's riding the board for me. Again, maybe this is just a me thing. Like, I don't even really... What's funny is, I don't even main Sonic. I main Jet and Sage. Those are my two mains. They have been for a long time. Probably going to start utilizing Joker more. I got to make some setups with him. And I'm definitely going to be using Tangle and Whisper. But for the most part, I just think it's really weird that Sonic doesn't have that, and any of them, you know what I'm saying? Like, I should be able to utilize the rider's fits. I don't see why not. It's just a super simple model change. People did that instantly during the beta, so I don't see why we shouldn't be able to have something like this during whatever, regardless, right? After that, in a similar vein, the Phantom Rider. That fit was the sickest, I think one of the top 3 sickest things to come out of the comic books. And yet, it somehow made it into Sonic Forces mobile game or whatever before Crossworlds, which again actually has Extreme Gear as its own ride, as its own mechanic. Why not? The Phantom Rider, like, do people not understand how sick that fit is? Dude. If I don't put it up on screen, look it up. But I'll try to put it up on screen if I remember. But I'm trying to get through as many of these videos as I can, because I want to have a month's worth of video ready for you guys. So, regardless, I think that the Phantom Rider would be one of the sickest introductions they could give. You know what I'm saying? I think that would look great. After that, Knight Sonic, or King Arthur Sonic, specifically like the gold armor. What's going on? That's a sick-ass fit gone completely to waste. What are we doing? If anything, at least the gloves, for damn sake, man. The gloves, the metal gloves would be so, or metal glove, excuse me, would be so raw. You know what I'm saying? And just like, I feel like we could just be paying a little more homage to it, you know what I'm saying? Right? Like, am I crazy for thinking that? I feel like that would just be a great thing. Especially because we don't even have any Sonic in the Black Knight stages. And yet we have Sonic in the Secret Rings. I don't get it. I don't get it. I really don't. But regardless, that's another one I want. Another one, Darkspine Sonic. Raw as hell. Again, we have a reference as a stage to Sonic in the Secret Rings. Do we even have Sonic in the Secret Rings music? I don't remember, I'll be honest. I think we do. I just don't think I've unlocked it. I gotta go back. But regardless, Darkspine Sonic would be extremely raw. You know what I'm saying? And again, it's just cosmetics. It's just a simple touch up on the model. It doesn't even... I feel like that's probably one of the simplest things it can do. I don't see why this is impossible. You know what I'm saying? And Darkspine, sick as hell. I think it's one of the sicker animations. I think the Knight is way cooler. But, you know, as far as like probably easier models to touch up on, I think Darkspine would be even easier than that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not like different textures on that. But that's just me. I don't know. For fun, I would throw in Super Sonic 2. And you know what? Let's get crazy. Let's throw in Digital Sonic in the same vein. Because we have Super Sonic available in this game now, right? Or we've had it since the beginning. We've had it since the beta of it. Funny enough. But Super Sonic is in this game. He's not usable online, but we have him. Why can't I have a situation in which I play as Super Sonic online, or on my own personal time, and be able to utilize either Super Sonic 2 or Digital Sonic, right? And Super Sonic 2, the main difference is his eyes, but he also has that like crazy faint aura around him. Why not just add a couple of little thunder clouds and stuff like that? Just like it's like a Super Saiyan, you know what I'm saying? Like, just throw that in there, and you know, digital Sonic, I feel like that shouldn't be hard either, considering the fact that we have like 3 versions of stage that all have that crazy digital like glitch situation going on. We should be able to do something like that with Sonic too, because he has an entire transformation dedicated to the Starfall Islands, and I don't think that that should be lost anywhere. And I think it would be really fun to reference that in a game that already has a Sonic Frontier stage and Sonic Frontier's music. Let's throw those elements in a little bit more. Let's delve more into that. That's not crazy. That's not a crazy thing to say, right? After that, a lot of these are more like general, like fun stuff. But, Pirates costumes. Why not? I say this one primarily because, again, I saw that they had, like, a lot of the characters a lot of the characters have, like, pirate-themed costumes in Sonic Rumble, from what I remember. When I played the beta, I have not played that game at all since it released. I don't care about Sonic Rumble, I'll be so honest. I wish I cared more, but I simply don't. But regardless, they have, like, themed outfits and stuff like that. And I'm like, what? Why aren't we introducing more stuff like that? Like, could you imagine if, like, the SpongeBob DLC released and like during the festival we could unlock like themed outfits for Sonic and Co? Like we got a pirate themed outfit for Sonic and Shadow and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are we not taking advantage of that? Am I wrong? Am I crazy for thinking that that's like a realistic possibility? I just feel like that would have been so fitting, and I feel like those outfits are so cute and just so harmless to add. You know what I'm saying? Like I would like to have seen that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's not too late. I don't know. Another thing, and this one's more of a major one, the soap shoes. Those shoes are, I mean, you know, I don't need to see them in like other mainline Sonic games anymore or anything like that. I will be kind of annoyed if I see them in Sonic Frontiers 2 or whatever that ends up being, because it's just like, all right, we need to stop pandering to nostalgia. Like, it's getting old. But for something like Crossworlds, why not? What if I want to choose to race in the soap shoes? Would that really be the biggest deal in the world? Would it really be that insanely hard to do? Are we dead ass? Changing his shoes of all things? If we could do it in Frontiers, what's the big deal here? Because I'm not getting it, dog. I'm simply not. So, yeah, no, I would definitely have liked to see the soap shoes available here, right? This one is super heavily specific. I would like to see the Babylon Rogues with their goggles on. I'll be honest, it's been a while since I've played Sonic Riders. I don't remember if they wore their goggles while racing in that game, because, you know, they're always turned around. I think they did. Kind of weird that they're just decoration completely. Like, they just don't use them at all in this game. They should. We should have an option to wear the goggles if we want. I don't know. Maybe that one's kind of stupid. That one's a little throwaway, but I feel like it'd be cute. I don't know. And this last one here, I'm just gonna end this one here because, you know, this is kind of playing into what I said earlier. But like, again, just general themed outfits. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just got past Halloween and Christmas. Could you imagine a Halloween situation in which we had like fun little, like Rouge could have had like an amazing little fit, you know, Amy too, Sonic would have looked great, Shadow would look like a vampire, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, Knuckles as a ghost, like as like dressed up as like King Boo or something, or Boom, what's that thing's name? Boom, whatever that ghost name is from Pumpkin. That would have been fun. That would have been cute. And then, obviously, for, like, Christmas... Come on. Do I really need to tell you to put Sonic in a Santa hat or Shadow in a little coat or something? Little red coat? Is that really that absurd? You know? Amy or Rouge in, like, a dress or something? Am I crazy? Am I out of pocket here? Like, I just feel like, why not? You know what I'm saying? Like... I feel like I'd definitely be a little more inclined to go back into the game and get into the festive spirit if I had, like, access to these outfits, or I had to unlock them in some way by doing some weird little challenge that you introduced to get them. because why not? You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that could be an easy thing to have, like a miniature pass where you can unlock cosmetics and stuff like that for these characters. I feel like that's just another easy way to get people invested into these games. Like, you want playtime up, you want people to care about the game and care about the events and the stuff that's going on within this game for as long as humanly possible, right? So that you can get people, you know, word of mouth, getting this game out even more throughout the next coming years while you still continue to support it. Give us even more reasons to come back. Again, the festivals, I'm very grateful and very happy about, but we need more ways to be able to delve more into the game, and I feel like another way to invest us is by introducing cosmetics so that we can decorate and play the way that we want to play with these characters. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's absurd to put that energy out there. And I'm just saying, I personally feel like anything that I listed here would not be the craziest thing in the world. Maybe the night would be kind of hard, but pretty much everything else, I feel like that's doable. But you know what? Maybe that is just me. So I feel like I've said my piece, so I'm passing the mic over to you guys, and I want you guys to tell me everything that you're thinking in the comment section below. Do you agree that a cosmetic update could really help Sonic Racing Crossworlds in the long run? It could really help longevity with this game's life cycle, and people would be a little more invested. You personally would probably love to see more cosmetics available for these characters that you love so much. Or are you on the opposing side? You don't really see it. It's not for you. You don't really care about cosmetics because it doesn't really matter that much as long as the game is fun and continuously updates with festivals and stuff like that. That's plenty for you. Tell me everything that you guys are thinking in the comment section below, because you know for a fact that I'm always going to be down there with you guys. But with that, it does appear to be skedaddle o'clock, so I'm going to go ahead and do just that. I'd like to thank you guys ever so much for watching. I truly do hope you enjoyed. Do me the greatest favor of dropping a like and a comment, and consider subscribing for more content just like this here. And with that, I'm gone. So thanks again, hope you enjoyed, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Do me the greatest favor of taking good ass care, and I'll see you all next time.